Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight here on Dork Tales. It feels like it's been forever. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Pretty
All right.
good.
Pretty good. So tonight, we are going to be entering episode 19. Christa could not make it tonight, unfortunately. They're in the middle of some moving and just trying to get some life stuff in order. So this is going to be a slightly shorter game without Isaac because I don't want to leave them out of the action for too long. But hopefully Christa will be able to show up and watch a little bit from where they are. So hi, Christa. Besides that, if this is your first time with us, welcome. This is Wild Beyond the Witchlight, a game set in the Feywild that follows the module of the same name. And it's been a lot of fun so far. We're really happy to be back. And yeah, we took a little vacation, and now I'm exhausted, but I'm back, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's what I got to say. It feels weird being back on camera again after taking a little bit of time off, right? You're just like, what do I do or say?
Well, it feels weird being live because we did a couple of those pre-recorded stuff, which that was interesting to be not have the chat window there. And now that's it's nice to see the chat and on Twitch because then I can see myself, have how I look in frame. But it's also this feels weird again.
I also say that the next time I do off-camera recording, I want every player to make a note when I say I'll cut that, because there are a couple of times where I missed cutting the I'll cut that.
Oh.
when I made the video for YouTube. But by that point I was just like, I'm not encoding this again. That already took my laptop 10 hours. So anyway, folks, welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him, and I'm excited to be here tonight because we are going to continue our adventure into the Feywild, specifically the mountainous, stormy terrain of Yawn. I can't wait till we beat this one.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why would you do that?
I was fighting a yawn.
I've been working all day.
Because I'm evil. All right, so why don't we pass it over to the players, have everybody say hello, and then we got a little bit of announcements, and then we'll start the game. Let's start with Christine.
Well, hello there. So I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Gwendolwyne Shafra. You can call her Win, and she is a human monk of the Way of Mercy.
Nice.
And she is awesome.
All right, let's pass down to Robin.
Hello. I was just trying to yawn off camera. It's fine. Because, I'm yawning. But yes, hello everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. And tonight I'm playing Sarcyra Novis, aka Sassy. I sometimes forget my character's full name because I like the nickname you guys gave her so much. Sassy, who is a tiefling clockwork sorcerer. And yeah, it's good to be back in purple.
All right, and Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I have some lemon ginger herbal tea because I'm feeling a little bit sick tonight, so please bear with me. But tonight I'll be playing Luthienne Aeradel, the high elf gunslinger of the team.
Nice.
It's really good to be back.
It is really good to be back, and we're going to be back Netherdeep tomorrow, and then Wednesday is going to be Shards and Urn. And then on Friday, we are around for a 3-day-long role-playing convention that hopefully you'll be coming for. We will talk a little bit about Dork Tales Expo during our break, but I just wanted to say that it is a fantastic event that is going to have, I think, 19 different events. We're debating if there's an art contest. If you would like there to be an art contest, go into our Discord and tell me in the art section. If I get 10 people saying that they want to do it, I'll make it happen no matter what, because people were asking me about that earlier, and I was like, it's a lot of work for 4 people to enter, but if you got 10 of you at least, then yeah, do it. So besides that, it's going to be a fantastic time. We've got lots of panels and events, including one game that I'm running on Saturday night at 8, 9, something like that, and you'll find out during the break when the schedule goes up, where I don't know what I'm running. I put all the players in a chat, gave them some brief rules, which is don't cheat on your rolls and pick level 1 to 10 mutually. Bye. And then I left the chat. So I don't even know what I'm running. I am not going to prep it at all. And real quick, so Christa is not joining us tonight, as I have said. I also wanted to say that our other cast member who is on hiatus right now, Hayden, it is Hayden's birthday. So happy birthday, Hayden. You're probably not going to watch this, but much love from all of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight crew to you. Hope you're having a great night. All right, so Anything else? Do we have any other announcements?
I mean, it's not an announcement, but putting makeup on again for the first time in 2 weeks feels weird.
Right?
I didn't know if we wanted to say this in the break or now, but we have a new affiliate.
This is true. We now have three groups that we're affiliates with, and then one group that we're friends with. So if you like dice, Robin, who do we have for dice now?
So we have partnered with, affiliated with, I don't know the exact terminology for how we work together, but if you need some click-clack shiny math rocks, and we are partnered or affiliated with Adventure Dice, which are a Vancouver-based
Canadian
dice company.
dice made of
They're
pure maple syrup.
Canadian dice, exactly, made with 100% pure
moose bone.
fossilized maple syrup and moose bones.
If you roll a dice made of moose bone, it'll go through your table. Moose are denser than neutron stars.
Yeah, it's true. But we're super excited to do that for us Canadian, players. They do free shipping to Canada, anywhere in Canada. So
which is the rarest gift of all, by the way.
It is the rarest gift. So
shipping
shipping and then a tiered shipping system for the States. So I'm guessing they have like certain areas for how much the shipping is, but it's like it's stated it's not going to be a surprise for how much you're paying for shipping. And also all the prices are in Canadian. So if you're from America,
it's an automatic discount.
It's an automatic discount for being American. And also, if you use the code DorkTales, it's not case sensitive. You'll get an extra 10% off. And
we get money, so that's
and
always
you sponsor your dorks by buying your dice there. So win-win.
Win-win with win.
Win-win with win. They have a ton of dice.
They have a ton of really good ones. Robin and I were looking through them the other day, and like there have already been some dice purchased. It's pretty great.
I saw because of course we're follows and whatnot on Twitter and stuff. They were showing off their booth at Calgary Expo, and it was just covered in gorgeous dice.
Nice. And then, of course, the other affiliate that we have just signed up with recently is that we are an affiliate of Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee is a Florida-based company that does like small batch, single origin coffee, and it's honestly like the best flavored coffee. I haven't tried any of their non-flavored, but like it's the best flavored coffee I've ever had. Like their strawberry cheesecake is literally like drinking strawberry cheesecake. It's ridiculous. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. You should definitely give it a try if you like flavored coffee, particularly if you're trying to like cut sugar out of your diet and are trying to de-sweeten your coffee. That is how I got off sugar originally. And then since I've kind of used stevia, but like super, super good coffee. As always, would not recommend a product to y'all that I would not use myself. That is my rule. Why
did I no it didn't copy why did it not paste the right thing? Whoopsie.
If you hit me up on our Discord and ask me about a flavor, I've tried 90 something % of their flavors. I'll tell you what's good. I'm not going to say it on the stream, but I'll tell you in text. I'll tell you the caramel apple one's a little weird.
Adventure Dice does a subscription, and they also do the Dice Advent calendar as well.
Oh,
so
I mean, my favorite
Christmas.
is the chocolate hazelnut.
That's great.
If we're talking about coffee,
Do you like the caramel apple one, Caitlan?
Yeah.
I have some spare.
Oh.
Like
we
did
would definitely drink it.
They did if you pay like $4, they send you like a little sample one, and it's just randomized, right? So they sent me all the flavors I don't like.
Oh no.
So if you want them, I'll totally give them to you.
Nice.
It's like
thank you.
That and the chocolate hazelnut. I'm not huge on chocolate coffee, but Christine really likes it, so that one's hers. And then what else did they send? They sent
the electric unicorn and salty siren days apricot. Yes.
The salty siren's good too. Yeah.
All right.
Oops.
All right, and someone else is asking in the chat right now whether or not Plague Doctor is a class in D&D. It is not, but we have someone with a Plague Doctor hat, and we have a monk that punches people to heal them. So, like I said, we're like halfway there.
It is literally a Plague Doctor hat.
It is. All right, so those are the announcements that I have. So you should definitely stick around, especially if you were coming in with that raid from Bunny Hearted, because Bunny's going to be on stream this weekend doing some of our panels. And if you like them, you should come and stick around with us. This weekend is going to be fantastic. I'll tell you more about that during our break. But to get to that break, we have to start Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
No.
All right. So, without further ado, let us start with Wild Beyond the Witchlight here on Dork Tales. Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, you all traveled through the mines. You met a group of strange creatures called Briganocks and forged bonds with them. You also met another member of Elkhorn's group named Molliver. Now, as part of Valor's Call, these adventurers claim to be basically like freedom fighters, do-gooders, very like cartoon hero types. And Molliver seemed to be very, very chummy with the Briganocks. The Briganocks, of course, were originally positioned to you by the rock-like creatures known as the Chorids, to be these villainous little things, when in reality all they are is hard-working, kind of sprite-like creatures. A false feud had been forged between them by the presence of a local hag, the master of Yon, Bitter End, Endlin, who is the reason you're here. Now, Endlin Moongrave rules Yon from the Motherhorn, an immense castle structure in the north. After helping the Briganocks, you discovered that there was, in fact, a tunnel system that would connect you to there. However, trying to gather as many allies as you could, you decided to wait a moment, and the four of you, along with your additional companions, squirt the oil can, Amador... Is it Amador? I always do that wrong because of Amdir, but I believe it's Amador.
Yeah.
It is
I
Amador.
think
I was
it's
right.
Amador. Yeah.
Okay. Amador the Dandelion Warrior, Pollinella the Honeybee Queen, and your newer friend, Gleam the High Elf Acrobat, proceeded northward. There, you encountered a lost prince attempting to light beacons, and after watching and aiding the performances and putting on your own performance in front of a group of heckling paradons, you were able to help him return home. As he did, he bestowed a gift upon Luthienne, which was a ring of water walking, and then descended back into his own world by diving through a mystic lake. Now, you had barely a chance to catch your breath when suddenly there was a sound nearby. A sound of screaming. A sound of trouble. And with that, I think we should begin our game. There, on the banks of this immense lake, you find yourselves catching your breath. The Fey beacons looming around you, blazing with light. Now, this crater lake here is perfectly still, so much so that it almost appears like a mirror, reflecting the lightning and thunder coursing through the cloudy skies above. Isaac takes a step backward, balances on the edge of the rowboat, perched on the edge of the dock to try to get a better look. "I can't see anything," he says, throwing one of his furred hands up to his brow. And with that, you are all going to hear, "Help! Help!" Meanwhile, and as you turn and look, up at the north, at the top of a sheer cliff face, you are going to see a small goblin child flying a kite on this blustery plateau. The kite itself has a hideous face stretched over a diamond-shaped frame, as if someone skinned some monstrous creature, maybe a bugbear, and pulled their face taut across this framework. It cackles in the wind, its dark, sour voice carrying on the cool breeze down to you. "Oh, never mind, I see something up there," Isaac says. What should we... What do you all do?
We should go help that child. They're gonna get pulled away from that cliff, right?
I
Take
mean,
it-
is it just me or is that cat a little creepy though?
Oh, it's disturbing. Greatly disturbing.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff already, though. It's not that surprising.
Kid, why let go of the kite?
I can't! And you're gonna see that her feet are dragged closer to the edge of the cliff face. The kite... do we help her? Do we, hey
We
kid!
gotta go now.
I'm gonna spend a hurt them more. Isaac is going to go, hey kid! And it'll what? And it's gonna fall back into the water.
Isaac!
Forget about me! Go get the kid!
Alright.
Alright, let's run towards the kid.
Okay.
All right. As you make your way up, you are going to see that you're going to be able to well, there are two ways you can reach it. Number one, you can rush around and take the safe way up the side, or you can attempt to climb. Now, none of you have a climb speed, to my knowledge, so I will need an athletics check if you choose to climb. Otherwise, it'll take you about a minute to run up and around.
Alright.
How do you get there?
Sure. I'll try to climb.
All right, sounds
How
good.
far up is it?
It's about 40 feet, so that will take you about 30 seconds with a successful climb check.
Okay. I'm just wondering because I have one pixie dust that lets me have a fly for a minute. So Sassy might try and fly up there.
If you choose to use that, you may.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
this be
Sassy's
considered
good.
difficult terrain or?
Is it considered? No, but it's climbing, so you
Okay.
have half speed.
Okay.
So Sassy's gonna like snort the pixie dust or eat it like a child.
It's not bad.
16 for climbing.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I just received,
Oh, wow.
what was that,
25 subs.
25
Wow.
subs?
Oh.
Thank you so
Wow.
much. Sadra Majid. Sadra O Majid. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Thank you.
Wow.
So
You're,
16 for athletics.
okay.
And half speed would be
Oh, yes, because you are mobile as hell.
half of 55 would be like what? 20...
So that would be...
Seven?
It'd be 20... Well, yeah, it'll be 27. All right, so with that, you are going to start scaling quickly as you can, kind of running like a mountain goat. However, as you are doing that, Sassy, you're going to sprinkle atop your head and just start floating upward. Does that give you a fly speed of what, 30?
30 feet, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be able to kind of Superman up next to the cliff face. Luthienne, what are you doing?
I rolled an athletics check and I got a 15 to climb.
15? All right, so you're going to be just behind Wynn, kind of trailing behind, watching her do these ridiculous little, like, Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible 2 things where she's like, dun, 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 and then, like, kind of, like, swinging her arm and climbing, like, backwards for a bit to get, like, leverage and then switching. Like, it doesn't make any... Why would anybody do that?
Show off.
She, like, really...
So-
she doesn't even know she's doing it either.
Yeah, I know.
So, like,
So Sassy and Wynn are
swinging
basically
yourself
going up at the
completely
same
letting go,
time.
grabbing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wynn's
you
almost...
still got
Wynn's
that.
almost keeping pace with you and you're flying.
Yeah. Sassy's just like,
I gotta know, is Sassy flying with like both of her hands forward? Is she doing like the one-armed Superman, or is she doing like the Peter Pan?
I don't think I know if she's doing the Peter Pan. I think she's just kind of like.
Is she doing the Robin Hood Peter, or pardon me, the Robin Williams Peter Pan?
No, I think she's just like I think she's doing like the hands on her hips kind of thing, like just kind of like.
Yeah, that's the Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, that's the Peter Pan.
That's
yeah,
the Peter
sorry.
Pan. So hands on the hip is Peter Pan. Hands on the hip with one arm up is Hook Peter Pan.
Hook Peter Pan. Yes. So she's doing the Peter Pan up.
Okay. So Peter Panning up to the top. You are going to see this tiny little goblin child flying this kite. She's dressed in ragged clothing, like the type. I mean, honestly, she looks like one of the urchins that you saw hanging out with Will of the Feywild. Like almost like dressed in like potato sacks that have been kind of like stripped down, but you can see that like her shoes are these like big jangly jester shoes, and underneath the potato sack you can see that like there are bits of clothing that look like almost like flashy, garish. The pair of pantaloons that are jutting out of them are these broad striped jester pants. She has kind of like greenish brown skin and is holding onto this kite as tightly as she can. My arms are really sore. I don't want to fly this kite anymore, but if I let go of the string, keeping Lynn says I'll become an old thing. The curse comes with those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows. And she points up at the kite, which give me a perception roll.
Oh, that's a beautiful. That's the way to start off the 2 weeks off. A nat 1.
Oh.
So looking up, there's going to be a flash of lightning, and you're going to be like temporarily blinded by the sight. You're like, I can't see that damn kite.
Thunderbolts and lightning. Oh, very, very frightening.
To me too.
Galileo?
All right, so you are going to be temporarily blinded. And with that, Wynn, you are going to be climbing up. Now, all of you can hear her voice on the wind. Your perceptions are all high enough. Wynn, you're going to be able to make it to the ledge now. What do you do?
Well, I mean, the kid's getting dragged along. Does it look like a trap?
Make me an
For
insight
Wynn's
check.
definition of a trap.
You can either make me an insight or a perception roll. Perception would be looking for like things.
We're going to go with perception.
Okay.
Because I'm good at it. That is going to be 26.
26. Nothing in the immediate era of. Nothing looks like a trap, but it does look like a dangerous situation.
All right.
So this kite is pulling her toward the edge. She is getting very tired. You can see the trembling of her tiny little goblin muscles in her arms, which are kind of like quivering like frog legs.
All right. I'm going to go try and tackle the kid down. Because if we're on the ground, that's harder for the kite to pull.
Okay.
And I want to be able to ask, is the cat valuable? And if no, I'm going to cut the string.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was Creeping Lynn said that and you're gonna tackle her and say that. So yeah,
I'm
tackling.
going to like get her down on the ground and try and
So pinning her to the ground so that she has some weight on top of her. You're gonna ask if she's valuable.
Yeah.
Well,
You need it?
Creeping Lynn said that if I let go of it, I'll become old. You gotta be careful. You can't be that bold.
Alright, I'll help try and pull it in.
Okay, so hold on one moment.
I would say Sassy would potentially like to cast a spell eventually.
You will in just a second. So can I get Caitlan? What are you doing?
Probably just rounding the cliff at this point. So
Okay.
slow. But
So you're gonna be able to
she-
crest it at this point, yeah.
Yeah, she'd like to try to take a good look at the kite itself.
All right, so looking at the kite itself, you can see that it is this grotesque face stretched over this wooden frame. There are 5 blue bows careening off of it at 2 at the base, 2 at the sides, and 1 at the top that are all kind of tasseling in the breeze. The string is about 50 feet long at this point. Oh, pardon me. I am mistaken. The bows are tied along the string in 8-foot intervals, starting about 5 feet from where the goblin child is holding it, and ending about 5 feet away from the kite in total. So that is my bad, because it's been 3 weeks since I read this part.
Oh, fair enough.
I reread a little bit before game, but not that much apparently. Okay. With that, you can see that the kid is absolutely freaking out. If you're not sure what else to do, you can make me an insight roll, though.
Yes. I
Sure.
was just wondering. Yeah, let's make an insight roll. talk. Whoa, it's not good. But it's not a 1, but it is an 11. Oh, hold on. I'd like to use my determination.
What does that turn that to? A 14?
14. Yep.
All right. So with a 14, you are going to see that this little girl is like freaking the hell out. And it's just every time her voice raises, I don't want to be old. I don't want to be old. I don't want to be old and crabby. And someone's Aunt Abby. I don't know. They made her rhyme, so I'm going to try it. But as she's shrieking, the wind is going to be mimicking her. This, and with your elven ears on listening, you're going to sense there is a correlation between the two, between her mood and the strength of the wind. And with that, Sassy, what do you do?
Gotcha.
Sassy would like to cast Reduce on the kite to try and reduce its wind resistance.
All right. All right.
It shrinks it by 1 category smaller and to 1/8 its weight.
Okay, so raising your hands, you're going to cast that on it, and you're going to hear wee, 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 as it shrinks down to a tiny kite that's... That's better. That's a little better. I almost fell off the cliff and took a header.
Are you all right?
Do I look all right, you purple jerk?
We're here and we're gonna help you, but we
Ew.
need you to start
Wow.
by taking deep breaths and trying to calm down.
Just because you're
insulting
scared, there's
someone-
no reason to be rude.
Yeah, that's not
I'm
gonna
sorry,
get you anywhere.
It's something on which I need to work. If anybody wants, if you're trying to calm her down, you can give me a charisma persuasion check.
Ooh, we can try.
And because she is not being pulled quite as frantically by this thing now that it's so weak, you're going to get this with... Actually, take this with advantage.
Nice.
Thanks to what Sassy did.
Listen, I'm just trying to
Oh,
start a casual conversation. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. Even though you're purple and not a nice shade of green.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Ooh, fantastic. Oh wow, Bunny's just buying tons of Earthamores.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So she is going to... Okay. I'll calm down. I'll calm down. Hey, what are you doing down there? Shh. The kite's going to... Oh, pardon me, you shrunk it. Hey, what are you doing down there? You're... And as you calm her down, she's going to take a couple deep breaths and like sag her head back onto the plateau face, kind of like underneath where Wynn is pinning her. There is a little... and the wind abates and the kite's going to start going back down to the cliff face, where it is going to, if nobody stops it, is going to just go and just kind of flap down like a piece of discarded skin.
Can I, like, go look at the kite?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you may. What would you like to do with it?
Can I try just, like, like, trying to discern what this is? Like, it's a talking kite?
When I get back up here, I'm gonna make you suffer. It says, kind of up at your face. Actually, one sec. Let me see if it landed face up or face down. It landed face down, so you're gonna hear, when I get out, I'm gonna make you suffer.
What are you... Oh, sorry, what?
Flip me over. You dumb
Flips
bitch.
over. Flips the kite back over.
Rude.
I didn't mean it. You flip it back over.
Yeah, puts firebolt in their hand, holding it as a cantrip, and being like, yeah, I could get you burn you up real nice and crispy.
If my flesh you seek to burn, the goblin child a lesson will learn.
You're pretty mouthy for something that can't move on your own.
Let's just put it in a box.
make more remarks at my state and you'll be sorry. Do not make fun of my inability to be ambulatory.
That was kind of weak.
Oh, are you connected to the girl?
By the string, yes.
Yeah, but by other stuff. You said that if I burned you, you'd show her a lesson, so...
The curse is attached to the bows. You have to take them off.
Oh. We can just take them off? Like, we can just go and unwrap them and...
No, you'll die, the kite says. You'll die.
Insight. I'd like
yeah.
to insight the kite.
I'm gonna use a hurt them more.
Alright.
Make me an insight. Oh, damn. I'm
Wow,
assuming this
I rolled-
kite's stats are really bad, but...
I rolled a 6 plus 5 is 11. Oh, I'll throw determination on there. Bring it to a 14.
Okay. So it's going to look at you and say, "You will die." It's gonna kind of like lightning's gonna strike behind it.
We might die by touching these bows. Not gonna lie.
Touch the bows and age to dust, and all your goods will begin to rust.
Okay, but so we just have to touch the bows. So we could just cut you off at the neck, and she could just take the string and be fine.
No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. The wind's gonna start picking up again.
Okay, I won't.
It's okay,
I
it's
won't.
okay.
Just trying
Make
to
me another
brainstorm.
persuasion roll, Caitlan.
Oh, jeez. Flat?
Flat, yeah.
Not as good. That's gonna be a 13, but I'm using my determination. Oh, no,
Because
can
someone
I
just
use my
bought it back for you
determination? But someone
again.
just bought it back for me? Yeah.
Okay.
Make that a 16.
Okay,
Nice.
16.
Yeah.
Just take the bows off.
You seem to be very knowledgeable, so... You know,
Me?
about
just-
what you need to do.
I just know what. I just know the child lies. The child lies.
I mean, if you want to be free from the curse, what if we hold it for you and you take the bows off? It's your curse.
She said that. She said if I let go of the string, it goes off.
So? You got 2 hands, don't you?
Oh.
Like, wrap it around your hand, and then you can use both hands to do it while still holding the string.
Oh.
Like, we'll hold the kite down so it can't get up in the air.
Oh. Okay.
Here, see, you do the wrap it around your hand and just keep reeling the string in. It don't need to be way away from you just 'cause it's a kite. Now she's
only
leaning
there
into
if you
her
want
game.
Are you gonna make sure the kite doesn't fly? Will you pin it?
Sassy's just gonna go sit on the kite right now. It's not going anywhere.
There you go.
This smells awful. It smells like brimstone down here.
Yeah, wait till you get the fire.
Are you just a tiefling, or did you also eat a lot of eggs?
Rude. Sassy, I know we're quite a mature channel, but
We're very
Sassy lets one fly.
Okay. You're gonna hear and like lots of wind flapping and like it's like kind of like hold on, I got something for this. So there's suddenly there are bullywugs here apparently. Okay. So if you're gonna let her up and you're gonna pin that, the girl is gonna go and untie each of the bows, pulling each one desperately free with a little like as the knots snap open. The kite's gonna try to escape you, Sassy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it disadvantage because it's pinned. Right. You know what? Don't bother rolling. It's fine. I got a 5 and a 3. I think
Okay, because I was gonna say that the enlarge reduce technically only lasts for a minute as well, so it's back to a normal size kite, but it's on the ground now.
Okay, so basically it's going to actually just suddenly enlarge under your butt. As it enlarges under your butt, it is going to try to break free as she is reaching for that final bow. All right, you can make me an athletics check to try to hold the kite down.
Okay, all right.
Strength athletics, please.
This is just the base roll because I had nothing to my athletics.
You got this.
Because I'm a spellcaster. I will use my inspiration. Because I rolled a 6.
So what does that take you to total?
And then I rolled a Dork Tails. So
Oh, nice.
That's
your
a
inspiration.
nat 20. Yep. So a
Okay.
natural 20.
So it is going to start to squeak out from beneath your butt, you're going to just kind of, it's going to start to go away, and you're going to just kind of like flex your big old tiefling tail and just like poke it down into the ground with your tail.
Yeah, the little like triangle parts is gonna go tung.
And with that, the goblin child is going to go and pull the final bow, at which point the kite is going to wriggle free underneath your butt like a manta ray and fly off into the sky on its own, just snapping its own string as it goes. It is free from the girl. If anybody wants to do anything to the kite, you may.
I like to firebolt it.
Go ahead, make me an attack roll. You gonna shoot it too, Luthienne?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, everybody attack the kite.
He's kind of a dick, so
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I'm just gonna watch.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Nice. I got a 12. I'm gonna put determination to 15.
Okay, so 15. That's both of those are gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. 2d10. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage,
Yeah,
so
rolled a
3
6
points
and a
of
2
damage.
for damage.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's vulnerable
That's
to fire. It's a
14.
kite.
That's true.
14, you say, Caitlan?
Yeah.
Okay, damn, that's a lot of damage. All right, so there is a eruption of flame, and then bang, an explosion of gunfire as you shoot up into the kite. And as it dies, I'm spitting that drama bomb. As it explodes and melts into fireworks that dissolve down to the landscape, you're going to hear it just go, "No!" across the land. The scream echoes. And echoes.
There, that wasn't so hard.
There
Thank
you.
you. I'm Freiya. I've been out here for
Freiya?
days. Freiya.
Fighting it the whole time?
Uh-huh.
What happened? How did you...
Like 3 days ago, Gwendolyn Moongrave caught me stealing theater props, and she promised not to punish me as long as I agreed to fly her kite.
Oh. So she gave you this as punishment.
She did it because she's mean.
Well, I mean, she is a hag.
She was gonna
They
turn me
generally
in.
lie and are mean.
My parents are back there, but I don't want to go back. Motherhorn's scary.
Your parents are at the Motherhorn?
Uh-huh, yeah, they work there.
Well, do you know a lot about the theater then?
I know a bit.
Like, how to get in all sneaky like?
I mean, I know a couple of ways to get in.
Wanna share 'em?
Okay. There's, well, I know that there's a small cave nearby that I'm gonna go hide in after this. There are lots of lizards there. I can live off lizards pretty well.
We have some friends down in the Bergenock mines.
Are there lizards there? I'm kind of hungry.
No, but there's people to look after you.
They probably have food.
The main one of the people there, she makes really nice tea. If you like tea.
Okay. So if you want to get into Motherhorn, you can. There are 3 ways to go that I know. They're pretty easy. One is you go through the front door, which is probably the dumb one. 2, which is you take the tornado in, but that's kind of the crazy idea. And the last one is you just scale the side of the wall. The mountain goes right up into the amphitheater and the higher balconies. You can climb right through the windows there.
Was this about a ride that tornado in? Is this a scheduled?
No, it's a tornado. There's a tornado that can get just you into places. I mean, it's only a chance that it'll take you into the Motherhorn. It might throw you into the moon, for all I know.
Okay.
We had a guy named Feeble who took the tornado once. He was trying to get to work early, and we never saw him again. But I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure that's him. And you'll see that nearby there is like a roughly goblin-shaped hole in the side of a mountain, like about 40 feet to the right.
Ooh,
Okay, so
that looks a little risky.
tornado is out. So it looks like scaling the walls then is probably our best bet. Do your parents work willingly for her, or
Nobody works willing. I mean, does anybody work willingly? Is there any ethical labor under? Never mind.
so what you're saying is we could potentially instill maybe a little riot distraction. The workers would be maybe down to cooperate and be freed from her.
I think that like a lot of the people there really like the plays and productions, but there's always trouble, you know? We have to put on two plays a day.
Oh,
Well, that seems like an awful lot.
different
we
plays, or
have
do you
to?
do the same play twice?
We do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in the end, it might be better if you guys just run the place yourself.
Or wait, I have a very stupidly clever idea. I'm assuming she comes and watches the play, right? We could get you guys to perform an eclipse in front of her, unsuspecting.
Oh, so the play is a thing.
Yes, the play is the thing.
Oh, I see.
I mean, that I don't know what's quite stupid about that, Sassy. I was going to say, like, that sounds like you're just, like, how can something be stupid and clever at the same time?
Well, it's just clever. It's just stupid enough that it could be clever if everything gets put right.
Well, we have half of the
Yes, the trio, the dancing trio, or the what?
The duo.
sisters who do
Yes,
the
yeah.
eclipse move,
Exactly.
and the other one's at the theater.
If we could sneak in and coordinate this, then she could go watch this.
There's someone you could maybe ask there. There's a big scary guy who's really grumpy, but he might be interested in helping. His name's Hurley.
Hurley?
Early.
Anybody who would remember.
Sounds familiar.
You remember Burley the Bugbear,
From the
Oh,
who mentioned his missing brother?
right.
Hurley.
Oh, that was such
You-
I
a...
wonder if that's Burley's brother.
probably.
That makes sense.
Well, when you're gonna feel the ground vibrate beneath your feet.
I'm gonna look around for why that's happening.
And you are going to feel it then, Luthienne. Does anybody feel anything up there? You'll hear Isaac yell from the ground.
What? I feel nothing, Isaac.
You're going to
What
start to
do you
feel it then as
see?
well, Sassy. The goblin's going to open her eyes real wide, point behind you, and when you are going to see that cresting one of the mountain ranges at this point is an immense cyclops.
Oh.
Where do we leave the...
They are down by the water, and were climbing up around, so they're kind of near the plateau now.
I'm
Amador...
not trying... Just hand gesture at them.
Now this beekeeper kind of like steps over, looks around, obviously lured by the sound of the dying kite, and looks over at you all. Now he is immense. Like this cyclops is absolutely huge, so much so that he kind of can like walk over the mountains as he goes. I'd say he's at least probably, they don't give me measurements here, but the art implies that he's way taller than the like 20 feet he should be. So we're gonna say that he's very, very big. We're gonna say that he's probably about let's say 40 feet tall. We'll say he's like small giant size. Stumbles out. He's wearing a hooded veil that you can kind of see through, kind of built off of this giant straw hat that most of you could probably sleep in as a tent for a night. And this veil kind of cascades down, has thousands of bees flurrying around him that he is carrying on this giant hook staff, this immense beehive made of honeycomb and other whatever beehive material is made of, that kind of like wispy papery stuff, as also like wicker as well. Looks like it is a beehive that he has kind of combined together there. He kind of looks your direction and points. And you are heading back to Amadir? Win?
Um,
And Paulinella?
no, I was kind of trying to get their attention if they were looking up and doing the runaway sign.
Amador is going to unsheath his rapier. If we die together. And he's going to start backing up slowly. The giant is going to kind of lock eyes on you. And someone learned giant last episode, didn't they?
Caitlin.
Oh, I did
Or
actually.
Caitlin. Luthienne.
All right. So
It ain't
Luthienne,
Wayne.
Caitlan learned giant, and so did Luthienne. The
Yes.
goblin child is going to go, I'm going to go to that cave I talked about. Bye. This is for you. And kind of like throws this thing down at Sassy's feet and just takes off running. Sassy, an ivory piano key.
Ooh.
Well, it's not quite ivory. It actually looks like it's made of satyr horn.
Oh.
Lands
okay.
on your foot.
Does it have
and-
any like markings on it?
It's got kind of like the natural swirl and texture of satyr horn. You know, the kind of like
Okay.
cascading, ribboning, like almost like a lollipop kind of swirl to it.
Okay.
It definitely has like a very interesting texture when you pick it up, and is strangely warm to the touch. Kind of, it fills your fingers with the warmth that your stomach gets full of after a good shot of a strong alcohol.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So it makes your fingers feel a little drunk, which is a weird feeling, probably. She's going to take off, and the giant is going to roar, "You stole Queen Bee! Modlump need queen to make honey mead! Best mead in yon!"
I'll know
Luthienne, you're
that.
going to catch all of that. Me smash! And he's going to bring his giant pole with the bees down, and is going to slam the pole into the ground. Think like that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy with like the Power Stone, but instead of this wave of purple energy, there's going to be a wave of bees that explodes out and is going to encircle you all, except for the Goblin Kid, who's going to run away in time.
Oh, shit.
Hello, my queen. 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 Some of them were going to say in B, but for you, you're just gonna hear. Paul and Hello will reply. What do you do, Caitlan?
Basically, I'll repeat myself. I think he wants Polynella back to make mead.
Can we talk?
To
To him?
I could try.
There is no talking to a brute like that. You must kill him. I will help you.
Oh,
Do not worry. This rapier. it
Tell
will
him that
kill.
Polynella wasn't happy.
Polynella wasn't happy. And she'll say in giant.
What do what mean, puny sprite?
Hold on. I can talk with you, Polynella, and I can talk with the giant as well, and we can work this out.
We can. I will translate from Polynella.
Yes, perfect.
She says she is not happy.
Oh, that's what I said. I'll say it again. She wasn't happy with. What was she not happy with?
Being a slave?
Being a slave.
Not slave. Queen!
Oh, he says you weren't a slave, you were the queen.
Inside of a worker's hive, there is. Yes, that is what that is what I'm saying. Yes, my love. I'm trying to translate that. Yes. She disagrees.
In more words. All right.
I mean, details might work better to convince.
Yeah.
She's not a slave. She is not happy. Wants to be free. Because of love. Because we have fell in love. And she wants to go with me on many adventures and find there is no word in common for this, but it is forever spring. The hope, the changing of the seasons, but like that, where everything is blooming, all of the things are sprouting, but like forever. It's a bee concept.
Okay. Fair.
It's a good thing.
Alright.
It's
Fair
very it's romantic as all heck.
I believe you.
Why not smash?
Oh, she'll say because then you won't be able to make mead with Polynella's assistance if you smash it, her, us, everyone.
Make me a persuasion check.
Wayne is just randomly nodding when Luthienne is talking.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, Sassy's also just gonna be nodding with Wynn, just kind of like looking at Wynn, being like,
Oh, I actually got a 19 and a 17, so
Oh,
that'll be a
damn.
21. Yeah.
oh.
Like mead.
And it would be hard to make the mead without Polynella's help if Polynella was no longer able to. Do you need Polynella there all of the time to make the mead? Because perhaps she could come back to help you make the mead and then go off again.
Why she leave? Stole. He points down at Amador, who kind of like gestures kind of angrily up with a rapier.
No.
Careful.
He
You come near
didn't
my bee, you will
steal
taste
her.
my blade.
They're
You
in
don't
love.
own her.
What was that?
This is not a possession thing. This is more of a love thing. But
Fair. Yes. Obviously, I do not own her. No one owns another sentient being. I do
So,
not have
Your
time for
rapier
this.
probably feels like a toothpick to him.
Then he will die by 1,000 toothpick stabs.
We're trying to solve this peacefully. I would prefer not to get squished.
Yeah, I am against the squishing.
Yes, very against the squishing. Amador, would it be possible to have her come back to help make the mead and then go off again? Or, like, have a stockpile of, honey?
Like a part-time job.
Like a part-time job.
You know what? Let me see about that. No, my sweet, you do not have to. No, you must. Your freedom is more important than.
Well, maybe on your travels you might run across another queen bee who would like to be set up in a job making mead.
Yeah, and a home, like...
Maybe somebody wants to
think
settle
this
down.
is like room and board there. A sub B might
Stability.
want that.
You talk, Paulina. You talk. Does he call her Paulina? No, he don't say that. No, he calls her Queen Bee. You talk, Queen Bee.
Yes, we are talking. We are talking to the queen bee.
Tell I save.
You save. You would save her? You saved her?
Yes,
Oh, he says he saved you.
I will.
You will save her. What are you saving her from?
Evil, bad flower.
Oh no. Oh. They're in love. They like each other very much.
What
Some weird love triangle
is
thing going
love?
on here.
I don't know.
He looks at you and just kind of blinks. Like, he definitely is. You think he's winking, but, like, for a second, no, but he's just kind of doing this, like...
What is love?
When you want to be around someone all of the time and do everything together. You don't think you could live without them by your side?
I want be love. Be love, bad flower.
Yes.
Be can stay. But you.
He points a finger, like, about an inch from your face, like, almost squishes you.
Oh, good.
Quest.
Yes.
Find Mudlump true love.
Oh. I will help you with that, Mudlump. We will all help you.
Mudlump. No want be bachelor.
Fair enough. She'll, is he still pointing?
Yeah.
She'll, like, wrap both hands kind of around his finger and just tap, 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 tap. We'll do our best. What kind of, qualities do you like?
Big.
Big. Okay. Strong?
Strong. Big strong.
Big, strong. And feisty or kind or? Doesn't matter? Okay, well. We will help you.
He'll kind of scratch his head and think for a minute.
I'm guessing things are okay by you tapping his finger, Luthienne?
Oh, sorry, yes. He wants to find love, apparently. So, he sent me on a quest to find his true love, I suppose.
Huh.
Hungry.
Hungry. Always hungry?
Always eat.
Always
Want
eat.
have
Okay.
someone eat and drink with.
Oh, fair. Okay. Okay, he wants someone to, like, eat and drink with.
Big appetite for drink
Big appetite for
and
drink.
love.
And love, apparently. All right.
And
And he says something that you probably can't translate because I doubt the Briganox explained that concept to you.
Fair enough. And something. Okay. Anyway, I think I get the picture. We will help you. Will you let us go and find her? Them?
Is he wanting a preference? Does he
Yeah.
want male, female?
I should ask. Do you have a preference on gender?
what gender?
Good. What gender?
Like
What is
I mean, there's
gender?
a big ass spider we talked to. Maybe he wants.
no spider.
No spider, apparently.
Too
Maybe it'll
many
interfere with the
eyes.
bees. Oh, too many eyes.
Oh, fair. Didn't think about that. Huh.
What gender tastes
Right.
like?
Oh, he's asking what gender tastes like.
Tacos
Wow.
versus hot dogs.
Oh, I'm not translating that. Right. Okay. I think we have our answer.
Just watching
Perfect.
Lynn's expressions throughout this has been great. Just silent. What else? I just don't know what to say. Faces.
Let's just find him anything.
Yeah, honestly, someone to drink with, and
I mean,
I
we
think he
keep
really
calling
wants a
him
friend.
him. I don't even know if that's the way they
yeah, Mudlub.
identify.
May
They
not,
don't know what it
That's- you know,
means.
that's good.
may not identify by anything.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll
Well,
look
I
for
think we
a
can.
giant.
Yeah.
Large, creature. Yeah, he said.
Okay. Is deal.
Is deal.
So
Thank
now
you.
we're matchmakers.
I guess so.
And this is the Feywild, so we actually have to try and go through on this deal and do our best, I guess.
I always heard that it never turns out well, so we should be careful.
Okay. Me go sleep now.
Okay, you have a good nap. And we will find your true love.
Good. Bees.
Lambs is pulled and the around, and the bees are like bye 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 bye, but like 1,000 times, like bye, and they'll fly back and Paulina will be like bye, or sorry, bye. Very regal wave of one of the wings, and they're gonna all fly back in the hive. And he's gonna look down at you.
Treat. Be. Good.
Oh, he's telling you to treat her well.
I will treat her like the queen that she is. And Amador will resheath his sword.
Oh, she'll translate that directly. Treat her like the queen she is. That's a very nice
Good.
wording.
Aw.
Me go.
And he's begins walking.
Isaac, we have to match make.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what? I was down here the whole time trying to get a fire going with Tinder. I don't know if it worked.
I don't think so.
I mean, this
I'm still pretty
weather-
wet. What, Win? I didn't hear that.
Good.
We need to make a match for Mudlump.
Okay, Cupid.
I mean, come
Looking
on,
for
there's
someone-
Well,
plenty of
I mean, it
fish
needs to
out
be
there.
harmonious, so.
Speaking of which, I caught a fish when I fell into this pond. It's
It's
got
got
more.
plenty of fish.
Yeah. Yep. That was some. Yeah, someone already.
Oh, we should just get Mudlump on Bumble. They have lots of bees already.
It's Bumble.
She says that if he's looking for something and he's a giant, he could always try Jorgen dating or J-date, as it's known. Anyway,
Well, I suppose that's an option.
that was a strange situation. I don't know if you're going to be able to find someone who can put up with that stinky giant. But perhaps there is something
Oh,
for everyone.
there's
Yeah,
there's someone.
absolutely someone for
Don't
everyone.
harsh on that. You're a flower. There could
Who has
be
found
lots
true
of.
love?
Yeah, he could find Mudlump could find true love. There's someone for everyone. Don't have to call him big and stinky like a bad thing.
It is just a simple description. He is large and he smells like fermented sour.
I mean,
stuff.
Amador's right. He did get very close to me.
Yeah, I was a bit concerned there for a second when, big finger up to you.
You are lucky you did not pull it.
Ah. Yes. That would have been very bad.
Would have been a fate worse than the kite.
Yes.
Hey guys.
You'll hear
Yes,
Isaac shout
Isaac.
up from the ground.
What? I don't mean to interrupt, but what the heck is that?
And coming down the trail, the winding road that leads to where the goblin child had been pulled there atop of that plateau, you will see a wooden wagon trundling toward you on squeaky wheels. It's headed directly toward you. It's like an old carnival wagon. As it approaches, there is a sense of something strange in the air. A smell of cypress and thunder.
Strange.
It's in the middle of this blasted landscape. This little wooden pageant wagon is rumbling toward you. And
We're on a plateau, right?
you're on a plateau, and it's kind of just headed down the trail. It is being accompanied by a tall figure swathed in long robes with a cowl who is walking along with it.
I mean, could be bad, could be good.
And as you say that, lightning is going to crackle in the sky.
That seems ominous.
Things aren't always as they seem, though, here. So what's something I found.
For the most part, we haven't had a problem.
Except
If you're
that
nice to
kite.
people, they're nice back. Case in point. She waves the way the giant went.
You can still see him like
Yes.
walking
Yeah.
away in the crowds. He's pretty. You can see him going for a while. He's pretty big. All right,
All
and
right.
this wagon is going to trundle up to you. And as it approaches, you can hear the squeaking and grinding of its wheels and see that it is painted with stormy windscape landscapes and carries a puppet theater at its core.
Coming right up to us.
It's headed right up to you.
Hi.
The cowled figure turns and looks at you. You can't see inside. It's completely dark. The wagon stops nearby, and this little puppet theater has black velvet curtains drawn across it.
Do you need any help? Like, are you just traveling for the fun of it?
The cowled figure stares at you,
You're being
Turns.
awfully ominous.
reaches up to grab one of the black velvet ropes beside the stage, pulls it, and they
Are
will
you
part,
Giving us a
revealing,
free puppet show?
kind of stares at you like blankly through the hood. This is very like Ghost of Christmas Future type of looking guy, right? Like Grim Reaper
yeah.
type of guy. A painted backdrop is revealed as the curtains splay, and it matches the environment where you're currently standing. You can see the plateau behind you. You can see that, well, this is exactly where you are, painted on screen or pardon me, on the stage right there. And then you're going to hear piping from beneath this low song. And a little marionette with purple hair is going to jostle out into the center of the stage. Hi there, I'm Gwendolwyne Shafra. You can call me Win.
That's kind of weird. I don't think I've met you before. How'd you have a puppet?
I'm Sarcyra. Thump, thump, thump. Another one kind of flops into frame. Luthienne. Flop, flop, flop.
I'm Isaac.
Flop, flop, flop. I'm Nico. Another one flops into frame. And suddenly the strings snap and falls down behind the frame.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, ouch.
You have amazing details. She's gonna like kind of walk up to it and kind of like poke the marionette.
Stop that. How about I poke you? Which one are you poking? Luthienne?
Luthienne.
Nobody's touched me like that since my husband.
Oh, I would never say that.
Stay in character.
Who? What?
When?
She'll draw a tiny gun and point at you. Hands off the merchandise.
See, that's better.
That
She'll
sounds
step back.
accurate.
Now sit down and shut up.
What are you guys?
Tasty.
Will you?
Why?
Yeah, were you?
How?
Why don't we show you? The Isaac
Why?
one says. Why?
That's what I said. Why?
No. When? Because it all started like this. And then the lighting is going to change.
I'm gonna look at the shadowy figure. Who are you?
It turns one of its billowing cloth-covered arms back over to the set. And at that point, you are going to watch a scene play out. The marionettes on the stage begin to completely, they reenact, you're going to see like these like cardboard backdrops kind of go of the lofty beacons and reenact the lofty beacons scene from where you were lighting all of those fey beacons, including this very like pompous looking I'm the prince. Every time Isaac's puppet is in frame, it has a different colored mustache.
Amazing.
Isaac. And they're going to reenact several of your adventures in Yawn for you.
Are we being watched?
I mean, I'd assume constantly.
And they are going to kind of do that entire show. And then as you will see like this like couple of other little marionettes of like Amador and Polynetta and the talking to the Cyclops are all like little like love hearts are going to be dangled on strings. It is going to end with like them watching this giant puppet, which is mostly just like a foot, kind of walk off like a Monty Python sketch. And then as you see that, the marionettes are all going to pause and look behind them as a little wagon inside of the wagon approaches.
Oh.
And then a banner is going to drop down and unfurl in front of the scene that says, "To be continued."
Oh.
And then the curtains will close.
Good job.
That was very accurate.
Creepy, but good.
Yeah, I'm a little unsettled.
I mean, they're well-made puppets.
The cloaked and cowled figure is going to take a step toward you. Is going to reach into the billowing robes and hand hand a document to each of you.
Alright. Wynn's gonna try and shake its hand when she takes it. Nice to
Sounds
meet
good.
you.
It is going to collapse into a pile of clothing.
Oh,
Did I break it?
What do the
maybe.
documents say?
When you're going to be holding enough of these for everybody in your hand as you do that, but it's going to collapse into a pile of clothing, and the wind is going to start to carry some of the clothing away, lifting the robe up, revealing there was nothing underneath it the entire time. In your hands, you are holding a ticket with a tiny puppet resembling you on it. When you are going to have the tickets for Amador, Gleam, and Pollinella in your hands, I'll say that you were the last one to receive one of the tickets.
Except for you.
Written under the effigy in script, in common, are the words, "Good for one private audience with Endel and Moongrave. No strings attached." And then a little winky face emoji next to it.
I don't believe that.
I don't
Well,
believe this at
there's
all, Isaac
Holy
says.
strings.
figure out what they are, I suppose.
Well, do we keep going to Yon? Do we keep going to... What do we do?
Yeah.
Isaac says, looking down at the tickets.
Do we just take her up on this?
Well, I guess we might as well just kind of keep traveling and we'll decide when we get there.
I think
Yeah, no reason
the
not to consider.
what might be a good idea is we sneak in, organize this play potentially, and then convince her, use these tickets to try and get her to the theater to meet us.
So the play's the thing.
Yeah, I said that already.
Yeah, I said that.
I said it.
Yeah, just now you did win. What?
Wynn gives Isaac a glary face.
I don't think he was around when you said that earlier. So
Yeah, 'cause
great
he was
minds, they
taking a
say.
bath.
Think alike.
I wouldn't...
Do you
this-
lick yourself, Isaac, or do you actually take a bath like a?
Well, I mean, he fell in the lake, so he took a bath.
That's
Oh,
it. I'm
fair.
leaving, and I'm not coming back until we get to Motherhorn.
Uh-huh, sure.
Are you
No.
going a different way to Motherhorn?
I'm going the way that everyone else is.
Right.
Right.
Which way, Isaac?
Yeah, the witch way.
Who way?
Oh, this one. She'll hold up the Witchway lantern.
Who? I suppose so.
What?
Yeah, that thing.
What?
Win?
What?
Exactly. All right, good.
Huh?
Sorry, I love callbacks. Anyway,
I don't understand. What's Isaac talking about, Sassy?
it's time for us to go and fulfill our destinies and get the hell out of this place.
I don't know. I think he's
Look, I'm not feeling myself today.
he needs a little cat nap, I think.
Sounds amazing.
I mean, is the wagon still here? Or did it roll off?
And as you turn around to the wagon, it is gone. It didn't move at all. You would have heard it. This was grocery cart sharp. Pardon me. Grocery car. God damn it. Grocery cart wheel loud. Like squeak loud.
I like grocery shark.
Grocery shark.
That's my favorite.
So as you turn around, it is just it's going to be gone. It's gonna,
That is needlessly creepy.
Yeah, also does she know everything then, I guess?
Well, if
Well,
our
she knows
plans are
about-
gonna work.
Kick her ass.
as always, you have my sword.
And
Yeah, I'm
her
just
singer.
along for the ride, Squirt says.
No, fair enough.
But, you know,
Right.
squeaky wheel, you know, gets the kick.
Does it?
I
Is that
don't
what
know.
they say?
I'm not wasting any oil on any stupid wheels.
A squeaky can gets the oil.
Oil?
I'm a squirty can, baby.
Yeah, you can be squeaky at times too. Especially when you don't
Yeah.
have your oil.
That's why I'm not giving it to... Anyway, I'm here to help if you need it.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Perhaps we should go now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't get stung by any of those bees. Billy mutters quietly out of the corner of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
afraid
allergic?
of bees?
I mean, no, but who likes getting stung by bees?
I suppose true. Especially thousands of them.
Shall we?
I think it's time to go. What do you say?
Yeah. Let's
I
head
think
there.
it's let's go.
All right, with that, you all turn and start making your way along the cliff face toward the Motherhorn. And as we pull back, we can see that actually you are being viewed presently in an immense structure. Your kind of ghostly forms appearing beneath the curving hands of a hag. Yes, good. And yes, my pretties, she does see everything.
Mhm.
As we pull out, and we're gonna cut there, and that's where we're gonna call it for tonight, because I don't want to get too much further without Christa on board, and that gets it right there. That sound good to y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
no,
That
I
was
think it's
fun.
great.
All right, that's like a
Nice
90.
little way to ease it back in.
Right, I kind of needed that.
Also, Professor Multiverse just did an amazing meme.
That's so good.
Did
I sent it to
Join our
our
Discord to see it right now.
right.
So, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this little half episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We're coming back super strong next week when we make it to Motherhorn proper. Now, next week we make it to Motherhorn, and yeah, I think we're going to be in the Palace of Heart's Desire in about 3 or 4 episodes with our How to Run Chapter 3. Which means that, I mean, this is a great place to join us. I think Wild Beyond the Witchlight's got about 10 episodes left in it at this point.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
My
Ooh,
goodness.
Did they just donate again?
yeah.
10 more
thank you
subs, Mike.
again.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
Thank you so much,
goodness.
Thank
Sadra
you.
Majid.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Wonderful person just donated another 10 subs. That's 35 subs tonight. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Much appreciated.
You are so cool. You are amazing. I love you. But what am I
That
so
is
afraid of?
Incredibly
I'm
generous.
afraid that you are not liking and subscribing. So hey, if you like what we do here, be sure to give us a follow, give us a sub if you are over on YouTube. Did they just do it again?
No, that's
No, they're just
all the
catching
GIFs.
up.
Oh, it's
the
just finally
stream is
processed.
catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for everybody who came and watched tonight. It's a little bit shorter, but I hope that you don't mind. I wanted to quickly say thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. A quick reminder that Patreon is one of the chief ways that this channel is funded, because this is a full-time job, and big shout outs go to DM Mike, who's my divine producer, Bracarius and Soul Omen, who are my demonic producers, as well as my princes of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Trizalta, Aeolus, Cubby Gummy, and the new prince of the Patreon, Amberthist. Thank you so much for all of your love, and thank you to all of the other patrons of Patreon. While we were away for 2 weeks, I actually got like 6 new patrons or more. Which for us, that's a really big deal. At this point, we are at 63 patrons out of 75. At 75, we're announcing a brand new show that we're doing that is going to be unlike anything that you've quite seen before. We also are working on a podcast that I'll tell you about in just a second. And if you're listening to this on podcast, it's going to be like a much higher quality, because it's going to be like recorded as a podcast rather than as a streamed game. It's going to be fantastic, and I think you're really going to appreciate it. So if you'd like to support the channel at all, go to patreon.com/dorktales right now. You get some exclusive perks, some really cool stuff, and it's really worth it. It's the best way to support this channel.
and I really appreciate you all. It's at the point though that we got enough of you headed toward that 75-person goal for that to announce that new show, that I have already been in talks with an artist about the new show's art, because it's going to happen. So you might as well be part of the way that it happens. And if you like what we do here, be sure to give us a message, leave some comments, rate us highly, and join our Discord. That's going to be it from us tonight. Anybody have anything to say on the way out?
It's so good to be back, and it's so good to be talking with you in the chat. And
Yes.
I'm just so happy to see y'all here.
You're great. You're
It's
great.
really lovely to be back, and definitely come join us this weekend for Dork X.
Absolutely. So we will talk with you soon. Good night, everybody. All right, real quick. So let's chat with the chat for a few minutes now that we have the recording part done. So chat, we're going to stick around for a little bit and talk with you. So I hope you enjoyed this little short episode. I wanted to say that we have, anybody need to go to a quick bathroom break or anything?
No, but if you don't mind, my horns are giving me a bit
Yeah, take
of
it.
a headache,
We're on
so
the
I
chat
might-
portion. So to take it off.
my
Take it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have horns near me? I don't. Damn, I thought I had some horns nearby. I was gonna put them on. Anyway, so hey, how's it going, chat? And if you have any questions about this module or things to run, I'm gonna talk about this in the How to Run Chapter 4 section. This is people have said this is the weakest chapter. I gotta admit, it kind of is.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems that you're coming up against are solved by dice rolls.
Okay.
Like
fair.
the whole thing with the kite is like it's a very, it seems like a shallowly thought conflict, because had you cut the kite or taken it from her, she would have aged 50 years.
Oh, okay.
10 years for every ribbon that isn't removed. And that just seems like they're not as well thought through as some of the other encounters in previous chapters, and I didn't love that as much.
That's fair.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know.
This
What do you
one is definitely a bit darker. It's not as whimsical as the
Yeah.
other ones.
Yeah.
and you're moving towards something that's a bit darker at the end too, so
I'll say the puppets are real fucking creepy. I loved it.
I loved it.
the
Yeah.
puppets are great.
Yeah.
I had to do that thing to Nico. It's
Oh, yeah.
So what I wanted to say real quick is that this weekend we are running Dork Tales Expo, and for those of you who weren't around last year, because we've picked up so much more steam since last year, Dork Tales Expo is this year 3-day long event where we have tons of panels and events. I'm going to cover half the screen with it right now. We've got, what is that, 15 panels, 17 events total. So, real quick, I'm going to go through our panel. So, starting on this Friday, we have So You Want to Be a DM, Tips, Tricks, and More, followed by Games You Should Be Playing Right Now, and then Grief and Death in Tabletop Role-Playing Games. On Saturday, we have Painting Miniatures, Tips and Tricks. Let's see, then we have History at the Table, How to Use History in Games, followed by Costuming and Character, Writing for Tabletop Role-Playing Games. Actually, pardon me, this is the wrong schedule. What? Did it do it again? God, it's been so... I've been having a lot of trouble with my encoding. One second. Boop, boop, boop. Is this the... There we go. That is the correct one. Friday is actually So You Want to Be a DM, Love, Sex, and Consent, and then Grief and Death. Then on Saturday, it's Painting and Miniatures, History at the Table, which is how to use history in role-playing games, Costuming and Character, Writing for Tabletop Role-Playing Games, which is going to consist of actual writers for tabletop role-playing games. I've got a bunch of guys from Onyx Path, as well as John Hicks joining us. Then Games You Should Be Playing Right Now, which is a list of games that are not D&D that you should be playing. Then we have the No Prep game. The No Prep game is a game where I have asked the players to do whatever they want, and I don't know what it is. I'm just going to run the game. No prep at all. I'm going to show you what it looks like when someone runs a game with no prep and lets people do stupid things. It's going to be great.
It's a glorious chaos beast.
It really is. Then
You can get some good tips on like kind of coming up with things, though.
Just on
Yeah.
the fly.
Improving things
Yeah.
on the fly. Exactly.
And I'm going to
That's what
walk you
I'm going
through how I do it too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then Sunday we've got Becoming the Character, Makeup and You, voice acting with Hayden Daviau, also happy birthday Hayden, Gender and Identity in tabletop role-playing games, Dorks in Space, Sci-Fi in tabletop role-playing games, World Building 101, which there is a good chance I'm going to have a special guest star from another stream for that one, running D&D modules, how to run a module, like, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and enjoy it, and then how to win at D&D, and finally our wrap-up chat. So the way that this convention works, it is absolutely it is by donation, basically. So totally free. If you don't have the money to donate, don't worry about it. We're gonna have a donation link set up, and for once we do tons of charity stuff. This is going to be a specific event where we're trying to raise money for what is more or less our operations budget. We're trying to raise money for better costuming, better tech. We're trying to raise an art budget for future games, and so on. Like, we're all of these things that basically the channel needs to work better. We're trying to raise money for that so that I don't have to just dip into my personal account.
So nobody has to pay out of pocket.
Exactly, right? So that's really going to be like something that's going to be fantastic. We're going to try to raise $5,000, I think is what we decided the goal is. I don't think we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I want you to surprise me. I also encourage you all to go to patreon.com/dorktales if you love this channel and you like what we do here. I suggest that you sign up at the $2 tier or higher, just because the $1 tier is something that Patreon is now suggesting we don't have anymore because processing fees eat a lot of it. I kind of agree, but a lot of you like to be on there, so I'm not going to take it away. Because even if I only get like 50 cents, it's still 50 cents. And I really appreciate it. How surprised do I want to be? Tons. Well, and that's the thing. So Nacro in the chat just said that we need to buy all those Spelljammer books. And the operations budget covers things like buying modules, buying the Roll20 extensions. One of the things I really want to do, unless, because D&D Beyond was just bought by Hasbro, so there's a chance that they'll start having things included in books in the future. Like, you'll buy a book and it will have like the D&D Beyond code in it. But I really want to start having D&D Beyond extensions built into our Twitch, because normally we do that, but I buy my books in hard copy because I'm, above the age of 25. And I like to read books. So it's really good to have something like that on hand, but I'd love to have those extra extensions. And I guess an announcement that is kind of not much of a spoiler, really. Spelljammer was just announced. It is going to be released on August 16th this year. Now, Dorktales always runs the big module that is dropped in September. We are already prepared for that. We're expecting Wild Beyond the Witchlight to end sometime in probably June. And then the plan was that we were going to start running Descent into Avernus on one night of the week, starting in like July or August. But now Spelljammer's dropping. So we're going to run Spelljammer for sure. I'm not sure about Avernus at this point, but we're going to run Spelljammer for sure. It's apparently 12 episodes, all of the end in cliffhangers. And we're going to run it. We also have that other thing, if we hit 75 patrons, that we're going to run. That I strongly suggest that you help us get to, because it's going to be a lot of fun and my makeup is going to be really expensive. It's going, you guys know, there's prosthetics potentially. Oof. And then they also announced that in late 2022, so I'm thinking it's going to be their December release. It probably is going to be November. I'm gonna bet on December though. They are releasing Dragonlance, which is my favorite D&D official product. I was absolutely gushing about it the other day, about how much I love the setting. It is Dragonlance is the books and the stories that got me into D&D and to fantasy when I was a kid. Like, that was my series. I think Chris was the same, actually. Like, that was one of his first two, Caitlan, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because he was gushing about it.
He's gushing about it, and he's got a seat in it if he wants. Because I know if anybody who loves Dragonlance can have a seat in that game. But I have to run it. I already promised that if there was ever a Dragonlance like adventure released, I would drop everything to run it, or I would make time. I would carve it out of my schedule. So Dragonlance is going to, and there's a guy in the chat right now named Draconis Majer, which if you don't know Dragonlance, there we go. Don't watch the movie. There's a movie, Kiefer Sutherland's in it. Don't watch it. Just don't. Lucy Lawless is in it. Don't watch it. It's animated and it's bad. It's real bad. I mean, the books, don't go read them again as an adult. I'll just put it that way. The writing, leave the writing in your childhood and remember them fondly. But they're fantastic. So I hope you join us for those. And then we got a bunch of other stuff. Like we were talking today about, we got to do Werewolf season 3 sometime soon this year. And then it's just going to be a busy freaking year. So come join Dork Tales Expo, learn a bunch of stuff. We've got, I want to say that there's that big, like, well, who do you think you are to say this, to teach us this kind of stuff? And it's like, well, we're professional streamers. So come and join us. We've got a fantastic history panel where, there's 3 history degrees and a winemaker talking about how to incorporate history. And Robin, I'm going to take you for that because you're the best, like, aside from the 3 of us that have like history backgrounds, history of alcohol is pivotal to the history of society and in fantasy settings.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that's going to be really, really crucial to have. But we're
I
going
took
to teach
several history courses related to wine and the how freaking we spread grapes around the world and how
History of alcohol is pretty freaking cool.
It is.
Yeah, it's
I wrote
really
a paper
cool.
on the history of vodka in uni.
The history of alcohol in British Columbia is really weird because you used to not be able to leave the bar, so you had to pee at the bar. Yeah, bars had troughs built into them, so guys would just whip it out at the bar and pee.
Oh,
Nice. My favorite is the sandwich. So I was at a grocery store the other day and I found a bottle of sandwich sauce, hot sauce, I think, from this place called, it's in Ontario. Robin, you were with me at the time, I think. What was it called? It was that place over in Joe Beef. So Joe Beef's is this place in, I guess it's Montreal, actually. And there used to be a Canadian liquor law that says you couldn't order alcohol unless you ordered food with it. It was during like the Prohibition crackdown. It didn't really hit Canada, but like parts of it did. So there was, and this was really huge in BC, was the sandwich. And the way it would work is you would order the same sandwich as everyone before you, and it would just move tables when you were done. And they would keep it until it was rotten. It would just be this sandwich that goes, no one would touch it. No one would eat it, but it's on the table. So you ordered food. Ridiculous little quirks of history. So if you like that kind of stuff, join us for that panel. Caitlan, you're in the costuming panel, right?
yeah.
And then you're in quite a few panels with us on that weekend. It's going to be good. You're in the voice acting one.
Yep.
So Hayden's going to be able to teach us a bunch of stuff there. And Christine, you're in quite a few things. And you and Robin are both in the I don't know what I'm running game.
Yes.
Okay, I hope you all are picking things that are fun for the stream. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
I think the stream will have lots of fun with
Oh, the
this.
stream's gonna love this.
I think they're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oof. All right. So, does anybody have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about?
I am head full of rocks right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. So it's going to be so good. Folks, I really hope that you come and join us for this one. Dork Tales Expo is always fantastic. It's been really great to be able to be, to invite people to learn new things about how to run their hobby and to show tips and tricks and things that we have learned through time or study or through professional life. We're going to try to teach you how to write things for your games and to teach you how to come up with better stories and little narrative beats and even things about like, well, should you have romance at the table? And if so, how do you do it without crossing weird boundaries? Because things get weird sometimes. Those panels are going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you come and join us. There's even like a little painting panel where a bunch of dudes are going to be sitting around painting all day. It's going to be cute. It'll be cute. Yeah, that's what I've got for tonight. I think that this is a good place for us to call it, to be honest, because we're all pretty exhausted. It's been a long day. And we need to rest up because tomorrow is Call of the Netherdeep. Nice. All right. Any last words on our way out?
I had something I was gonna say.
What'd you have?
and
What were you
then
gonna
I
say?
forgot it. No, I
Oh,
think I
no.
forgot it. Oh, I think I was gonna ask. Nope, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna say it's gonna ask would like trigger it, but no,
Mm.
it's gone forever.
Okay.
You're awesome, Kelly.
You're awesome, Robin. Okay, so with that, let's call it a night here. I also want to say Shards of Nirn is coming back this Wednesday, so come and join us for our homebrew. It's going to be great to get back into the mix there, and I really hope that you come and spend some time with us. We love you so much. Thank you for being a part of our lives, and let's go raid somebody. I think I'm gonna raid them, Feywild and
Do it.
Let's
I was just looking at the
go.
channels that I follow that were live from my list. That's what I was
we're gonna go
reading,
raid
so-
these guys, go show them some love. And folks, we're only 3 follows away from our goal of 3,338 followers here on Twitch.
Wow.
Which,
Wow,
by the way,
yes.
YouTube, if you're watching right now, because I'm not gonna cut this out of the YouTube version, YouTube, you're kicking Twitch's butt. Twitch, you gonna let them do that to you? Nice. All right, we love you very much. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Come watch our stuff. Watch it. Watch it. All right, let's go raid these guys.
Bye.